Chapter 7, Getting to Know Plants. Observe the plants around you in school, outside your home, or in a park. You find that some plants are small, while others are quite big. Do you find any other difference in these plants? In some plants, stems are soft, tender, and in others, these are hard. One more difference can be observed if you look at the branches. In some plants, branches arise at the base of the stem close to the ground, while in others, higher up on the stem. We do see a variety of plants existing all around us near our homes, in the school ground, on the way to the school, in the parks and gardens, isn't it? Let us get to know the different parts of any plant. This will help us understand the differences between plants of different kinds. Can you label the stem, branch, root, leaf, flower, and fruit of the plant shown in figure left side? Color the parts of the plant, herbs, shrubs, and trees based on the above characteristics. Plants can be grouped into three categories: one small plants called herbs, two medium-sized plants called shrubs, and three big plants called trees. One small plants with tender green stems are called herbs. In herbs, branches are not present. Examples: coriander, mustard, petunia, wheat, paddy. Two medium-sized plants with hard stems are called shrubs. In shrubs, branches are present and these arise near the base of the plant. Examples: rose, China rose, lemon, lantana tree. Tall plants with a hard and thick brown stem are called trees. Branches are present in the upper part of the stem, much above the ground. Examples: neem, peepal, mango, amalthus, jamun. Look at the stems of money plant, mint, gourd, grapevine, pea, and cucumber. Are these plants other than herbs, shrubs, and trees? Stem is the main axis of the shoot system which bears the branches, leaves, flowers, buds, fruit, and seeds. The place from where the branches and leaves arise on the stem is called the node. The portion of the stem between two nodes is called an internode. The tip of the stem or a branch bears a bud called the apical bud or terminal bud. This bud helps in the lengthwise growth height of the plant. The leaves make an angle with the stem. This angle is known as the axil. Buds are also present in these axils. These buds are called axillary buds and give rise to branches. In case of a herb, the stem is green and tender, but in a tree it becomes hard and woody and is called the trunk. It is brownish in color. In climbers and creepers, the stem is weak. Observe closely the stems of different plants around you. Note down different structures or parts borne by the stem. Compare your observations with that of your friends. What do you find? A leaf is a flattened green structure which arises from the node of a stem or its branches. Observe the leaves of some plants around you and draw them in your notebook. Are all the leaves of same size, shape, and color? How are leaves attached to the stem? The part of leaf by which it is attached to the stem is called petiole. The broad green part of the leaf is called lamina. Can you identify these parts of the leaves in plants around you? Do all the leaves have petioles? Let us get to know the leaf better by taking its impression. If you thought that leaves cannot sign, here is an activity which will make you think again. Shall we now find out some of the functions of a leaf? Functions: leaves make food of the plant by a process called photosynthesis. Leaves require water and carbon dioxide from air. In the expression of sunlight and a green pigment present in the leaves' chlorophyll, food is prepared by the leaves. Oxygen is given out in this process. Tiny pores called stomata are present on the leaf surface. There is an exchange of gases carbon dioxide and oxygen which takes place during respiration and photosynthesis. The gases produced during these processes are given out through the stomata. Plants give out extra water from the leaves in the form of vapor through stomata. This process of loss of water in vapor from through the leaves is called transpiration. Transpiration helps in keeping the leaves cool. In some cases, leaves are modified to store food as in onion or reduced to spines to reduce water loss as in cactus or modified to trap insects as in pitcher plant. Root is the underground, non-green part of the plant body which fixes it to the soil. If you look at the root systems of plants like mustard, pea, tulsi, sunflower, grass, wheat, maize, banana, and sugar cane, you will find that these plants can be divided into two groups. In plants like mustard and pea, there is a main root from which a number of branch roots arise. The main root is called the taproot and the branch roots are called the lateral roots. Taproot, this type of root is found in pea, gram, mustard, carrot, tulsi, sunflower, mango and neem. Fibrous root is found in barley, wheat, sugarcane, banana, maize and grass. In plants like grass, wheat or banana, there is no main root. A number of similar-sized roots arise in a cluster below the stem and spread. Functions roots anchor fix the plant to the soil. Roots take in water and minerals from the soil. These are then sent upwards to the parts above the ground. Roots help in holding the soil together. Thus, erosion of soil particles by wind or water is prevented. In some plants, food is stored in the roots. These roots, as in case of carrot, turnip, sweet potato, and radish, are eaten by us. A flower is the reproductive part of a plant. It helps the plant to produce more of its kind. For this reason, it is the most important part of a plant. Parts of a flower flowers vary in shape, size, and color, but most flowers have the same basic structure. As seen in figure, a flower, in general, shows four sets of parts arranged in rings or whorls: calyx, corolla, androecium and gynecium. Calyx, the outermost whorl, consists of small, green, leaf-like structures called sepals. Sepals protect the flower in its bud stage young. An open condition of a flower, the next whorl, corolla, consists of the petals. These are the most prominent part of a flower and are usually brightly colored. Large brightly colored petals can be easily seen in flowers of China rose and gulmohar. If we remove the sepals and petals, we can see the next whorl, which is androecium. It consists of stamens. These are the male reproductive parts of a flower. Each stamen consists of two parts. One a thin long stalk called filament, and two a knob-like structure at the tip of the filament called anther. The anther produces male gametes in large numbers. The innermost whorl of a flower is gynecium, consisting of the pistils or carpels. They are the female reproductive part of a flower. Each pistil consists of three parts: ovary, style, and stigma. Ovary is the swollen portion at the base of the pistil. The ovary extends above as a thin long structure called style. The style ends in a knob-like structure at the tip called stigma. The stigma receives the male gametes. The ovary contains many bead-like structures. These are called ovules. These ovules contain the female gametes. Ovary and ovules finally develop into fruit and seeds respectively. In most plants, all the four whorls are present in a flower. Such flowers are called complete flowers. Examples: petunia, pea, mustard, hibiscus, gullmohar. Stigma in some flowers. One or more whorl is missing. Such flowers are called incomplete flowers. Functions: reproduction. A flower is the organ of reproduction in plants and leads to the formation of fruit and seeds. New plants are produced after germination of seeds. Source of food. A nectar from flowers is used as food by insects. Bee cloves long are obtained from the dried and opened flower buds of clove plant. Ornamental value. A. Flowers are grown in gardens, residences, and along the roadsides. They add color to the surroundings and purify the environment with their fragrance. We cut flowers are used for bouquets and interior decoration.